If you're sick and tired of your backswing costing you shots, costing you distance and costing you lowering your scores, then today guys, in this video we are going to give you a backswing cheat to help you get into that perfect position and stop those two shots on screen. You'll have just seen two shots on screen guys there. They've both gone identical distance. That was an A-time for me. And using the Golf Joy Spiker launch monitor, we have hit those only 97 yards. And my A-time should be going around about 165 yards. But you can see two very different backswings. So the first one we see on there wanted to drop a long way inside. So if you're somebody who slices the golf ball, then this is going to be the perfect video for you. Because what we often see is you're a slicer of the golf ball, so you think, right, I've heard, I want to get that club working from the inside. And what we start to see is that club works a long way inside. Behind you here, we can't really complete that backswing, and then from there the body takes over. We throw that club across the top and we start to get a glancing blow. And that first shot was very much off the toe of this Tacoma 301. And you'll see straight away there I've lost a lot of distance because I've put some effort into that swing. I put as much as I would for a normal golf swing, but off the toe I've quickly lost 50-60 yards without really trying. And I also can't really generate as much speed as I would like to. The second swing we see is people start to get a little bit upright, very DeChambeau-esque, the arms get a little bit straight, and we start to pick this club up. And from here we start to get a little bit stiff, we don't turn, and from here we're not really in a loaded position. So yes, you might think you're going to swing and hit it like DeChambeau and hit it 3,000 yards, but unfortunately, again, we start to break down, we start to get into this position here, and I'm trying to then find something and maybe throw my hands at it, and again, under 100 yards for that shot. So how can I get the perfect backswing? And this is what we want you to do, because how many times I see people come down here to practice. I'm on the practice field here at Lindrick Golf Club, and we've got some mats, we've got some alignment aids on here, and we want to use them to our advantage. So straight away I'm making sure that my stance and the same distance away from the golf ball with both feet. I'm not stood here with that left foot back, because you might be somebody who says, I don't aim left, there's nothing wrong with my alignment. As soon as you get onto a mat just like this, we start to struggle. If we haven't got any alignment aids on there, what the first thing you should be doing is using another one of your golf clubs, popping that down as an alignment aid for you, making sure that it's parallel to your target, nice and square, so we can get our feet the same distance away from this club. You can have it all the way up to your toes, or you can have it just off so we can see potentially any kind of gap. Once we've got that position, we need to think, right, how am I taking that club away? How can I build the perfect backswing? And a lot of times, like we say, from the first motion is people start to think, right, I want to stop slicing it, and we start to drag that club inside. So you see straight away my right elbow pulls back, that club's inside, it's closed, and then from there I'm going to hinge, and we're quickly in a very awkward position. This is not a strong athletic position. You can see my left arm's had to bend to get another lever to create some kind of speed, and then it's very much timing. And some days might go fantastic. You might hit one of your best scores you've hit in a long time. You think, right, I've cracked it, I've figured out exactly what I need to do. The next day you go and shoot 120 and you can't figure out why, but this is because of that first move. The opposite, if we start to get those arms working away because you're being told, right, it's arms first, I need to get that club taken away out in front of me, and everything gets very rigid, everything's out in front, and then from there we're already in a very awkward position. You see a tendency is again for that left arm to start to fold to get me to the top of my backswing, but then I've got to reroute this club. I've either got to fall behind to get that club into this position to be able to hit it, but then we open up that side of the golf course, and we also open up that side of the golf course because the hands will become a little bit more active than we want them to. So how can we start to build the backswing? Well, the only thing that is in contact with the club is our hands, but we're going to take the right hand off. And this is really going to catch you out if your grip is in a solid position, if it's in a nice neutral position, because if it's in a nice neutral position, what I want you to do is start to make some swings where Okay, I'm going to get that club taken away with my chest and my arms. From there I'm going to hinge up to the top, and you'll see straight away there I've got a straight left arm, that club is on plane, and I'm now in a very solid position. If I now bring my right hand on there, that looks very different to the two positions we've been in previously. And straight away there, I'm using the weight of the club to be able to keep that out in front of me. I'm not letting it fall in, I'm not actively picking it up because that's going to put additional stress on my arm. I'm just letting that club work on its natural path. So chest away, we're going to hinge the wrists, and from there I just turn the chest, and you see straight away again I'm in a very solid position to take my right hand grip. From there I can bring that club down, and then we can hit that shot. So turned a little bit left, barely hit that, and that's gone 102 yards. So that's actually carried straight away further, going at 50% speed. So I got the strike there, although I did turn it down a little bit. Now this is where, from here, we need to think about what are we practicing with. I've got my 8-iron here, but for you, if you're doing this drill and getting that perfect backswing, we want you to grab your pitching wedge and start with something small. Start with something small. You're only maybe hitting 50 yards to 100 yards, half swings, just getting a feel that it's 50%, and then start to build speed. How many times I see people with the driver, I'll practice it with the driver because that's the best thing to do, and we don't get any better. But guys, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to get good at golf in 2025. So one thing to watch out for is if we start to have a grip that maybe is too strong. So if I start to see that we can see a lot of my Kirkland as a rule, or you can see the top of your glove, we'll see then if I start to try and build that swing, it automatically wants to bring that club inside. So that's naturally where the grip wants to bring the club, and that could be something that's costing you not getting that club taken away properly and not being able to build that perfect backswing. Again, if my grip is too weak, so again, if I can just see my fingers, if I can see basically my palm there, we might start to see that naturally when you take that away, it wants to work out away from that golf ball, and from there you can see straight away it's working incredibly steep. I want you to use this cheat, take this right hand off, start with the left hand, get it nice and neutral, start to understand where that club wants to work, hinge it up, from there bring this hand on and start to just make 50% swings and build that speed up. That is carried past the 2 shots I hit at the start and has gone past that comfortably by 20 or 30 yards. That's gone 130 yards, and I don't feel I've even tried to hit that. And that's because we start to get a strike. My club is in a better position at the top of the backswing to get back down to delivery. So then after I've done a few of those, we can start to come in here, make sure my setup is correct. And straight away there, a nice high towering iron, a long way down there, 155 yards carry, running out to 160. Guys, if that has helped you out, then make sure you hit that subscribe button because we want to help you get good at golf. Do you want to see more videos here on a driving range explaining different drills that can help you, or do you want to see us more out on the golf course showing you potentially how you can score better from just using a little bit more course management?